over-the-shoulder boulder holder, booby cage, memory menagerie, tit prison. I'm telling you, man, having big boobs is not for sissies. Hey guys and dolls, welcome back. It's me, Cora. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I have been wanting to make this video for quite some time. It's something that's kind of boiled in the back of my brain. I'm a person who has big boobs and I get a lot of questions about bras, and for some reason it's this weird like taboo thing that people don't talk about, but it's why not? Like 50% of the population has boobs. This just in from the Department of Do You Know and Do You Care. Modern bra was invented in 1889, so it's a relatively new invention, which is kind of crazy considering that women have had boobs this entire time. The modern bra really freed women up to enjoy more physical activities, to go into the workplace, so in a lot of ways, the bra is one of the most feminist inventions of all time, which makes bra burning kind of ironic, especially since it was actually invented by a woman. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the 80% of women who wear the wrong bra size, can't find the right bra type. And while a lot of my advice is going to be for literally everyone, because anyone with boobs can at least benefit from this information in some way or another, if only to better understand your friends, your sister, your mother, whomever. A lot of my advice is going to be geared more towards women who do have large breasts, because that's the body I live in, therefore that's the one I have the most experience with. I know that improper bra fitting and everything can be a concern for anyone of any size, but when you have a larger breast size, it's actually a health concern to not have proper support, so that's where my focus is going to be. I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through my history with bras, just to kind of get us in this little therapy session. And then I'm also going to discuss proper bra fitting and different types of bras for different types of activities and different silhouettes that you may want to achieve with fashion. So for years I wore the wrong bra size, like really badly. Breasts would be hanging lower than they needed to. It was just kind of a mess. And it really just boiled down to me not really knowing what to look for. And for years I'd been wearing bras that were either push-up or lacy, or, you know, were sexy in some way, and a lot of that kind of ties back to being younger and you think that your bras have to be sexual and they have to be sexy, and I'm here to tell you that they don't. They are actually a health device. So while sexy bras and stuff totally have their place, and I'm not saying that your everyday bras can't be sexy, I didn't say that, but they should be fitting you properly and they should be giving you proper support. And some of that proper support comes from bras that are just better designed for your body. Wider straps are a big thing that was a big issue for me, like the bra I'm wearing today. Look how wide these straps are. Ugh, hate it. No, I love it because they don't dig in, actually. I realized that poor support isn't helping anybody out. It's not going to magically make my breasts smaller or perkier. More support means a wider band. Wider band means more hooks. More support also means that my breasts are going to cause me less pain. I had no idea that I was wearing the wrong bra size. I didn't know how a bra should fit properly. My mother had always worn like the Playtex 18-hour bra, and she never really taught me a lot about wearing a bra. In fact, it's funny because actually later in life I taught her about proper bra size and stuff. But I had always just suffered with back pain and all kinds of horrible things. I mean, I have really big boobs, let's be honest. And it's something that was really annoying, but I didn't think there was much I could really do about it. I just thought that, okay, well, I have big boobs, so they hang low. I thought, like, I have big boobs, so I'm gonna have tension headaches, and that's just the lay of the land. Part of the problem that I'm experiencing, and that a lot of you are experiencing, is that when you go to the mall to buy a bra, and you're a big boob Betty, the options are incredibly limited. Not only do, like, your chain bra stores, I'm looking at you, Victoria's Secret, not only do they not even carry our size, period, but even plus size stores won't carry anything above a triple D most of the time. Sometimes they'll have an E or an F, but they don't carry like G's and H's for the most part, which might sound like a crazy big size breast, but for plus size women it's very common to wear a G or an H or something like that. And there's also the fact that the staff there really isn't properly equipped to handle your big old boobies. They're just not, and it's not their fault, they're just not trained for that because it's not a bra specialty store. So for years I'd go into a bra shop and they really didn't carry my cup size, and so they'd give me a bigger band size. So what that would do is it means less support, because the support from your bra comes from the band and the cups. It shouldn't be coming from the straps. If you're getting the majority of your support from the straps, what you're going to have is tension in your shoulders, headaches, neck aches, all kinds of things, because you're adding so much weight onto your shoulders. Whereas if that support is coming from around your body, and of course there's some that comes from the straps, of course, but the majority of it should come from around your body, and it sort of holds you in. Now on the flip side of that, you also don't want one that's too tight, because that can kind of make breathing hard, and you don't want that either. So back to my story. So instead of having a size 42, I had a size 44, so there's way less support. Also, the place where I was getting my bras, I've personally noticed, like, the bras run kind of large, so I actually probably could have worn a 40 from them. But anyway, I was wearing a band size that was about 2 times too big, and then a cup size that was about 1 to 2 sizes too small. So I wasn't getting proper support. My breasts were always spilling out. At the time I worked at Costco, and that's a very physical job, so it was like constantly, like, I was like on boobie patrol. I was constantly wrangling my boobs in. It was embarrassing. I was constantly adjusting the straps, and it was just like, it shouldn't be this hard. The real turning point for me was a couple of years ago. I bought some bras online. I had heard about Oprah's favorite bra, and I went ahead online and I bought it, and it didn't work for me again. So I went into Nordstrom to return it, and the girl was like, well, why don't we go ahead and measure you? Because I could help you out. And I was like, all right, whatever. She actually took me into the fitting room. We did a full-on measurement of my boobs, and she was like, you're a 42G, not a 44F. And I was like, really? I didn't think my boobs are that big. And so she brought me a whole bunch of different styles, and a couple of them were actually a 40H, because being a very experienced person who only specializes in bras at Nordstrom, she really knew what she was talking about. And she was like, well, these particular styles actually run differently, so just trust me, just try them on. And I was just completely overwhelmed, because for the first time in my life, my bras actually fit properly. There was no weird digging in. It wasn't uncomfortable. The centerpiece was resting up against my breastbone. My breasts were up where I'd like them to be. It was just the most amazing feeling I've ever had, bra shopping at least. I was completely overwhelmed with the fact that I found bras that fit me. I bought 5 that day from her, so she definitely worked it and got her commission or whatever. But more importantly, I actually found bras that actually fit. Like, somebody actually took the time to really fit me, and not just fit me in whatever they sold. Now, they happened to actually carry my size, which was a big, huge factor there. This person really understood the art of bra fitting, and it really is, I mean, there's a scientific method for how you figure it out, but a lot of actual bra fitting comes down to experience, because there's so many other different factors other than just the hard and fast numbers. It's also about somebody's muscle tone, or their breast volume and things like that. Things that really have a huge effect on how a bra is actually going to fit, because 2 women can have the exact same measurements on paper and need 2 different breast sizes based on their muscle tone, their breast volume, their age, things like that. Because as we age, our breasts tend to droop a little bit, and as they droop, they have less volume in the top, and therefore we need a cup size that may be larger or smaller or whatever. There's other factors like having breasts that are 2 different sizes and things like that. And I do believe I'm going to do a second bra guide in the future that will maybe talk a little bit more about stuff like that. So all of this to say, if you have a Nordstrom near you, I personally would recommend them. I had a great experience myself going into a Nordstrom and having an amazing fitting. Or a bra specialty shop that is not like your typical chain, not Fredericks of Hollywood or Victoria's Secret or wherever. You might get lucky at somewhere like Fredericks of Hollywood or Victoria's Secret and find someone who's really knowledgeable and really honest and is going to really want to help you. The fact of the matter is, most of these places, Nordstrom included, I mean, they work on commission. They're trying to make a sale, so they're going to fit you in whatever they have in their store. And if they don't actually carry your size, you're kind of SOL. This is true with anything. When you go into a store, there's oftentimes a pressure to buy by the establishment itself, and then also just, maybe by the salesperson, or internalized pressure. So the best advice I could give you is go into a store with the attitude of, I'm not buying anything. If you have to leave your credit card at home or whatever, like, just go in and, like, I just need to know what size I wear. Figure out if you're comfortable with what they put you in. Now, of course, you can actually measure yourself at home, and you can get pretty accurate. Some just depending, like, sometimes it's a little bit off. And another thing too is, like, just because you've measured yourself in something, different bra manufacturers are still a little bit different. Like I had mentioned, in some things I wear a 40H, and some things it's a 42G. But a general guide for finding your breast size is to measure around just under the bust, and that number is your band size. Now, if it's an odd number, you either need to round up or round down, just kind of depending on what you're comfortable with, and you'll kind of figure that out as you try bras on. And then the next measurement you take is around the fullest part of your bust, and this is where having a friend can help, because they can make sure that you get that tape nice and straight. And it's kind of, you know, if you're not comfortable with your friend, maybe that's not the friend to do this with, and maybe just do it on your own if you don't have anyone you feel that comfortable with. Once you have the number from around the fullest part of your bust, you want to subtract the band size, and then for each number, or each inch basically, that is a cup size. So 1 inch difference, that's an A cup. 2 inch difference, that's a B cup, so on and so forth. So that's kind of a general guideline. I will have more information about this and a little chart at vintageortacky.com. I'm actually going to have a much more detailed blog post. I've been working on this bra guide for a very long time, so I have tons of stories and information to share with you guys. A couple of other things I want to just briefly touch on about the way that a bra should fit, especially if you have larger breasts. The support should be coming from around the bra, from the band, from the overall structure of the bra, and from the cups. You should get a little extra support from the straps. I mean, they're there for a reason. They're really just for keeping the bra in place. If it's like tugging down and you feel like if you were to remove the straps that your breasts would just, like, you know, fall, then there's probably too much tension in your straps and you want to modify that. Unfortunately, more support means two things. It means a wider band and wider straps. And we've all heard the jokes about, you know, grandma bras with big wide straps and big wide bands and multiple hooks in the back and all that. And that's offensive, but it's, you know, it is true. It's less exciting. And I've been there. I remember being a teenager in the locker room and everybody else had their little skinny straps and their 2-hook bras, and I was totally jealous. I tried wearing like sexy lacy bras that would only have 2 hooks and stuff because they made them, but they weren't really supportive. And less support isn't really helping anyone. It's not doing anybody any favor, so you need to do what's right for your body. I get it. Like there's like a social stigma about it, you know, that it's like, ew, ugly grandma bra. Nobody wants that, especially when you're very young and you're very self-conscious. Now, if you're buying like a sexy bra, you can do whatever you want. Fudge the cup size, fudge the band, fudge whatever. Like, it's just for, you know, wearing for sexy times. It doesn't have to be super supportive. But for an everyday bra, something that's meant to provide support, you need to kind of learn to let that go. And I know it can be difficult. I was a teenager in the locker room too. I mean, I get it. It's really, really annoying, but improper support isn't going to help anyone, and you're going to wish that you wore a more properly supporting bra when you were younger. Another thing I want to mention is that when you first purchase a bra, it should fit snugly. It should fit on the last hook on the right side. The other rows of hooks are not there for a custom fit. They're there so that over time you can slowly tighten it. Now, sometimes you might start out on the middle row or something like that, and everyone's body's a little bit different in that way, but the general rule is that it should be fitting on the rightmost hook. The other thing to keep in mind is that you shouldn't be able to fit more than 2 fingers into the band comfortably. It needs to be tight. It's supposed to be there for support. So if you can fit like a whole fist in there, it's too big. If it rides up a lot, it might be too small or too big. It really kind of depends, because both things can happen. The bra should fit horizontally flat. It shouldn't ride up. It shouldn't have a curve to it. It should just be completely flat and kind of like parallel with your feet or parallel with the floor, like this. The final thing I want to let you guys know about is gaping. Like, so sometimes if your bra cup is too large, it'll be like that little like gap here. Mine fits nice and snug, so it doesn't do that. And the other thing to keep in mind is that the centerpiece should actually fit against your breastbone. It shouldn't be gapping. And a lot of times that was like my issue for years and years and years, and a lot of bras that did that. Usually it means that the cups are too small. So now that we've talked about proper bra fitting and things like that, I want to talk to you guys about different bras based on different silhouettes you might be going for, different lifestyle things, you know, bras for every day, under t-shirts, minimizing, push-up, sexy bras, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of go type by type, and I'll explain what to look for and a couple that I personally love. So the first is minimizer. Minimizer means it's making your breasts look smaller. You know, believe it or not, sometimes we like our boobs to look smaller, and these can be really great for wearing under certain dresses, for wearing underneath like button-down shirts and things like that. So a minimizer is something that you might want to have in your arsenal. It's also really great for just any time that you want your boobs a little more out of your way. If you have large breasts, you know what I'm talking about. So there's a lot of different minimizers out there, and I've tried a bunch, but my absolute favorite is the Basic Beauty from Way Cold. Now, this isn't a super minimizer. I actually could get a lot tighter with it, but I like this one because it's very full coverage. The breasts don't move around. I completely forget I have it on. And another thing I really like about it is because minimizers keep your breasts so close to your body, they're great if you tend to get backaches from your huge boobs, because the higher higher and tighter they are to your body, the less they're going to cause strain on your back because they're kind of kept up there. The other thing I love about the weight coal is that it's made out of a super stretchy material and it lays very flat. And when you have large breasts, any kind of molded cup takes up a lot more room in your drawer. So I love these because they pack nice and flat. Great bras. They have a bunch of different colors. My personal favorite is cappuccino. So t-shirt bras, these are things you can wear under a t-shirt and it won't be obvious. It doesn't mean that they're made out of a t-shirt material. It means that they're smooth underneath a tight t-shirt. You won't see the line of the bra. T-shirt bras are meant to be an everyday bra that provides comfort and support. It's not necessarily meant to be like lacy and things because that's obvious underneath clothing. So my personal favorite is still the weight coal. I think it just provides a great amount of smoothing. It gives me also a nice round. I mean, let's be real. I mean, some bras give your boobs different shapes and these give me a nice rounded boob silhouette. But they do come up relatively high, so if I have a wide neck shirt or a tank top, it's going to show. In that case, I tend to prefer the Bryant balconette. Now, the balconette, I've noticed the band size tends to run large, so while my general bra size is a 42G, from that I need to wear a 40G. I need to go down a band size because it just runs big. It's just like they're extra stretchy or something. Another bra I really like is the Lomi Hermione. I don't think that they carry this one anymore. I think they discontinued it and it's now called something else, so I'll have the link in the description bar down below to the new version. My other favorite everyday bra is the Lomi Etta. Now, most of these I was able to film for you guys and I don't feel any shame doing so. I don't think that this is titillating in any way, and if it is, whatever. I just really wanted to show you guys what they really fit like and what they really look like on a body, as opposed to just like a picture from a website or me holding them up. But the Etta, I noticed when I was reviewing the footage, my nipple was showing, so I'm not Chelsea Handler, so we're not freeing the nipple on this channel because I don't want to get flagged for inappropriate content. So this is what the Etta looks like, and I personally really like this because it has a very vintage style, and it's quite comfortable to wear. I almost forget I have this bra on. It's that comfortable. However, this is a more retro style of bra, and because of the way that it's cut, it's got sort of like support on the side that pushes your breast forward. It's got a seam here and a seam here. It does give you a slightly retro boob look, which I personally like. You know, my name's Vintageortacky. It's not a surprise I like vintage styled boobs. In all seriousness, this doesn't give you the roundest silhouette. So if that's what you're looking for, you may not enjoy this bra. This also has wide straps that aren't too wide. This also has something called the J hook, which is a little strap in the back, which helps turn it into a racer back, which is great if you're going to wear this with a tank top that has a narrower shoulder and your bras tend to show on the sides and you don't want it to, which, I mean, most of the time we don't want it to show, right? You can use that little J hook to make the bra straps narrower and then they don't show. It's pretty cool. The number one question that I get about bras is strapless bras, because people see me wear strapless clothes or things with like little spaghetti straps and like, oh my god, how are your boobs standing up? That's impossible. What's your secret? For my plus size friends, I'd like to recommend to you the multi-way bra from Bryant. This is mine. I have it in a few different colors because I'm kind of obsessed with it because it actually works. Now, for anyone, it doesn't matter what your breast size is, this is what you want to look for. You want to look for something that has boning in the sides. It's very rigid here, so it's going to add a lot of support. It's also got really intense amount of stretch. Like it's not wimpy. I've seen a lot of strapless bras where I'm like, what the heck is that supposed to do? It's like the flimsiest little nylon mesh. It makes me laugh. The other thing you want to look for is molded cups. The more molded they are, they're going to give you volume and they're going to actually help to physically lift your breasts up. This one also has a little bit of padding on the inside that's molded into it, which helps to sort of push the breast up, which is nice. It's also a good feature. Another thing you want to look for is one that has multiple different ways to hook it. This is called the multi-way bra. You can do it racer back, you can do it one strap, you can do it strapless, you can have two straps, whatever. This also has this sort of like silicone rubberized stuff in it, which helps the bra itself to grip your body so it doesn't slide around. This isn't super comfortable to wear every single day, so I wouldn't recommend wearing this that often. I have worn this on plane rides and been sorry, let me tell you. The other thing you want to look for, and this is just for me personally, this is a banded bra, meaning that there's the there is the underwire itself, and then there's like a little extra band. This adds just a little bit of extra support. This also has 5 hooks in the back, which means that it has a nice wide strap. It's nice and supportive. So that's what you want to look for in your strapless bra. The other option would be something like a long line bra. I'm going to have an example photo here. I'm not going to show you guys me in my long line bra because it's made entirely out of lace, and that's just a little too risque for YouTube. The long line bra actually comes down to your waist, and this does a couple of different things. First of all, it whittles your waist down, so it's great for wearing under vintage dresses or anytime you want to look a little slimmer. I mean, who doesn't love that? And because it's so structured, it actually makes you stand up a little straighter, so it's great for posture. So if you're somebody who tends to hunch down, you might want to even look into getting long line bras for everyday use. They sell them both as strapless and with straps that you can wear every day. My grandmother, still bless her heart, still wears a long line bra every day. Unfortunately, my favorite long line bra has been discontinued, but I will have a link to the Goddess bra. I've heard some really great things about the Goddess long line bra. I've heard it's quite supportive and it seems to come in a pretty good size range. For sports bras, okay, big booby friends, gather ye round. Actually, anyone really. I mean, it's uncomfortable to run when you have like pretty much any size boob. It's just like running is absolutely torture without a massively supportive bra. For years, I actually doubled up on sports bras until I found this glamorized double air bra where it actually has this outside portion that adds extra support, and you can snap it at different intervals on the sides, so you can have like mega support or a little bit less support. If you're just gonna walk or do yoga, you don't need as much support, so it's nice that it's adjustable. It's so convenient. It's incredibly supportive. I actually really love this bra. Unfortunately, this is the only sports bra I really have to recommend because I've tried a bunch and didn't like them very much. But this one does come in a bunch of different colors. It comes in black and white. It comes in like a black and gray version, and I just found out it comes in a pink and orange version, which I purchased while doing research for this video because I was like, oh my god, pink and orange, buy. Lounge bras are a thing, you know. When you're palling around the house, you don't necessarily want to have underwires on or anything like that. I think that if you have very comfortable, well-made bras with underwires, they don't bother you as much. But a lot of people like underwireless bras for just wearing around the house. This is one from Bryant. I don't know if they sell this exact style anymore, but I wanted to call to attention the fact that it's very supportive and has a nice thick band at the bottom. That thicker band is going to help it give a little more support even though it doesn't have the underwires. So bralettes are like a current trend, which I'm sort of obsessed with. They don't really give a ton of support. The ones that I've bought a lot are from Torrid. They have a ton of different styles, and they're really great for just wearing around the house as a loungy kind of bra. It gives a little bit of support, but not too much, so it doesn't feel like, booby cage. You know what I mean? We'll also wear them underneath like this lace dress that I wore in a couple videos ago. Also, when I do wear them, I usually wear them over the top of another bra so I can have that little like fun extra style. They're kind of sexy and fun, and it's just it's a trend I really like, and it's one I want to continue to participate in, and I wish I wouldn't have to wear another bra underneath it to make it supportive, and you know, whatever. That kind of leads me to the final bra category, which is sexy bras. Now, when I'm buying a sexy bra, I kind of throw caution to the wind. I don't worry so much about band size or support or cup size. I'll kind of fudge it to, you know, make it work for me so that I can buy a bra that maybe, you know, the cup size is smaller, but who cares if your boobs are spilling out of it? That's the whole point of a sexy bra. I don't really feel comfortable telling you guys what a sexy bra is because everyone's tastes and comfort level is completely different, but what I will tell you is where I purchased them and the types of items that you can get from there that I like. So the first is Hips and Curves. They have sexy bras, they have cute costumes, they have lingerie, stockings, they have fishnets, and it's all plus size. So it's kind of like a naughty candy store. I get a lot of my Halloween costume stuff there because they have really cool, genuine costumes, and they have sexy costumes for plus size women that aren't cheap and shitty. So that's where I like to get mine. I also sometimes find sexy stuff at Bryant. A lot of times their stuff is a little bit more contemporary lingerie. I like to buy things like chemises and the odd sexy bra. A brand that I really love, it's not necessarily a store, but I bought a lot of Alomi bras from Nordstrom. They have like a vintage inspired style. A lot of their bras do kind of give you a little bit of pointy boob, but also they can sometimes make your boobs just look incredible, like this one. I believe the name of this bra was the Caitlin. They've since changed it. I think they now just call it the Kate, and the embroideries on it is different, but the overall style, you know, the way that it fits and everything is about the same. So a little bit more information just to round out this whole bra video. A little bit of bra lingo for you is band versus bandless. So I'm going to show you guys two different bras. This is a bra that is bandless, so it has the curves of it follow the contour When a bra is bandless, it's basically just the underwire edge that is what kind of lays against your body, and this can dig in a little bit, and if you're prone to digging in, you're going to want to look for something that has a band, like this one from Alomi, the Caitlin. There is the underwire itself, and then there's like a little extra band. This adds just a little bit of extra support. A couple of different bra accessories that you may want to look into would be like the little chicken cutlets or boob enhancers that you can put in your bra and bolster them up. I have huge boobs and I even do this sometimes because sometimes you just need a little extra cleavage, you know what I mean? The other thing is bra extenders. So a bra extender is something that you put on the back of a bra to extend the band size. Maybe you've gained some weight, maybe you're in the store and all you can find is, for instance, like a 40 band, but you actually wear a 42. So you hook it on the leftmost hook, and you want to make sure that the number of hooks on your bra extender matches the number of hooks on your bra. You can kind of fudge it for like an occasion or something like that, or if that's just all you can find. But if you plan on wearing your bra like this often, if you have an uneven number of hooks, you can actually cause undue stress on the bra itself, and it can wear down the bra faster than necessary. These are pretty inexpensive, just find one with the appropriate number of hooks. And see, now we have like an extra couple of inches here that we can then hook it on. The ideal is to find a bra that's actually your size and fits properly, but we don't always have that option, and sometimes you're like, I just need to buy a bra today, so what am I gonna do? Another thing that you can buy is a strap clip. This will actually push the two sides of your bra straps together. I haven't found these to be particularly useful. They're usually really painful and really oh, it's so uncomfortable. Just the plastic piece being there and the fact that it's pushing two pieces that are really not meant to go together. You can find bras like the Alomi Etta that actually have this J hook in the back. The bra itself actually comes with this thing that's actually adjustable. You can slide it up and down the bra strap so you can really, you know, make it fit for you based on your comfort. And the little J hook hooks onto the other side, turning it into a racer back style back. Now the downside of this is that this little J hook will get caught on things like sweaters, so you want to make sure you're not wearing this bra when you're wearing something like a sweater, because then you're going to ruin your sweater. Now, we've talked a lot about getting a proper bra fitting and everything like that, but sometimes no matter what, maybe you're just a fleshier person or whatever, you might still have your strap dig in, and that's so uncomfortable and so painful. Luckily, I found these really cool rubberized like strap cushions. I found these at Nordstrom. They're about $12.50 for a pack of 2. They're these little like cushion things that go on your strap, and they completely eliminate that dig in. It's crazy how well these work. You just slip them on. They're adjustable, so you can put them exactly where you need the support. They're easy to clean. They're made out of silicone. They are fabulous. They're totally worth the investment of $12.50. And then the other thing, just speaking of investments and things like that, I've invested a lot of time and research and money into my bras. One thing you might have noticed, none of my bras are particularly cheap. And it's not because I like spending a ton of money on bras, it's because bras in my size that are well constructed, that actually fit, that, you know, are not going to just completely fall apart on you in 5 minutes and are actually going to support your breasts, they tend to be more expensive. That's just sort of the lay of the land. It sucks. It really sucks. Like when I have friends who have smaller breasts that tell me how little they pay for bras and they're complaining about a $30 bra, I'm like, look, bitch, you don't even know about expensive bras. With all that said, I want to take care of my bras and make them last as long as humanly possible. One thing that I do for that is I have lots of bras. That way I'm not wearing the same bra every single day and wearing it out really quickly. Because the more you wear a bra, of course, well, first of all, for hygiene, you should be switching out your bra every day. At least just to air it out. But with that said, I'm not a sucker for like, you know, ladies' gentle, you know, bra, delicate soap, and gingerly hand washing them by candlelight, and you know, no. I do throw my bras in a washing machine, but I put them inside of a delicates bag. You can get a delicate bag from the dollar store or whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. Stick them in there. I use it on the gentle cycle, and then I don't put them in the dryer. That's the worst thing for your bra, is to stick it in the dryer, because in the dryer it's high heat, things are getting tumbled around, and that high heat mixed with the tumbling can make your underwires more prone to snapping. Nobody likes a snapped underwire. The other thing is proper bra fitting and everything like that will also help to minimize that, because if you're wearing something like I was for many years where the cup size was actually too small, it puts too much tension on it, and eventually you get a snap, you get stabbed in the boob, tears happen, it's not a good scene. That's pretty much it. I think that's what I wanted to cover in this video. I am certain that I am forgetting things. There's so much more to cover in the world of bras. I actually already started writing a secondary bra guide for additional information, so I want your guys' help with that. Let me know what other questions you guys have regarding bras that weren't answered in this video. I want to have an honest conversation about it. I don't think we should be ashamed of wearing bras. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this and maybe found some useful information if you have larger breasts, or even I think a lot of this information was also applicable to women who have smaller breasts in terms of the fit and things like that. That's kind of the same across the board. If this information was not applicable to you, I hope it would help you understand your friends, your sisters, your mothers, your partner, your lover, your wife, your whomever, your human that you know with boobs, because they're tricky. They're not for, having boobs is not for sissies, and it's something that isn't really talked about a lot, probably because a lot of women's issues are not discussed at large in public, and it's something that I've noticed is met with a lot of shame. The thing that I personally found fascinating is, as I was working on this video, I was talking to my friends about it and just kind of getting their feedback on this, that, or the other thing, and some of my male friends were very comfortable with me speaking about this in a factual, non-titillating kind of way, and some of my male friends were really uncomfortable with it, and I just have to say, dude, that's not cool. Like, this is not a sexual thing. It can be, of course, but the breasts are not a sexual organ. They're intended to feed children, and yeah, they're fun and they can be sexy, but they are a body part that women have, and a lot of times, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, 80% of women are wearing the wrong bra size, and that can be a huge health problem. It can lead to a lifetime of tension headaches and horrible back pain, and most insurances will not cover a breast reduction. So women who have large breasts are stuck. And even for women who have smaller breasts, you can still have bra related issues, and it shouldn't be something that we feel that we can't talk about. It's something that we should talk about frankly and not in a sexual manner. You notice this video is not particularly sexy. It's not meant to be. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be your own kind of beautiful.